Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. Can you please tell me your name?
My name is Ramon Jackson.
Okay, Ramon. Could you tell me what it is that you do?
Well, I'm a community activist. What I do is I spread the truth to elevate the minds of the people.
Okay. Well, Ramon Jackson, I've compiled a few questions here for you. Would you mind answering them for me?
No, ma'am, I would answer them to the best of my ability.
Okay. First, I want to tell you that there's a lot of people out here that are unclear about God, who He is, and where He exists. Also, the state of religion. Could you tell me what you think about God?
Well, what I think about God is everywhere. God is me, God is you. But when I embrace the concept of God, I embrace the concept of the God within self and the God within you, meaning that I don't pray outside myself or I don't search outside myself to connect with no higher source.
Well, what do you think about the state of religion?
I think that the state of religion is twofold, and I say twofold because on one side of the coin, religion is geared to keep order, and without religion, the the world would be in chaos because people would have nothing to keep them in order, to keep them in check so that they can have a benefit of an afterlife. But on the other side of the coin, I think that religion is keeping the people so divided, especially the people in the African American community. You have Protestant Christians, you have Baptist Christians, you have Methodist Christians, you have Episcopal Christians, then you have the various different Islamic faiths, you have Judaic Jews, and based on the fact that it's a slightly difference in the doctrine and the tenets, our people are not coming together under a common ground, and that's to change the conditions that is plaguing our communities, like violence, high unemployment rate, high incarceration rate, high dropout rates for our children, and the high statistics of diseases in our community. So on that aspect, religion is keeping our people so divided that we are not coming together to tackle the issues that's affecting our communities.
Okay. You say our people. Do you mean black people?
Well, when I speak about our people, I speak about black people in general. But on the same token, the religion as a whole is not just affecting black people because it's affecting white people and other various different nationalities as well. Most Hispanic people or Mexican people embrace Catholic Christianity, and a lot of them are searching for the God outside of self, praying to the Virgin Mary. So when I say our people, I do say black people, but when we tackle this issue right here, dealing with religion and dealing with God, there's no color line on that.
Well, do you think black people will be better off if they embrace Islam?
No, ma'am, I don't. I think that we would be better off if we individually can embrace whatever it is that helps us individually. I think that we are being stripped of our will, and our will is that we have a choice. And due to the fact that we come up in various different religious households, we think that, or we are told that we must embrace the same doctrine and the same faith as our parents. And a lot of times we reject that faith or we reject those doctrines, but we don't tell them that we reject those doctrines, but our actions show that we reject those doctrines. Christianity may make you become a better woman, but Christianity may not do nothing to spark me to change. Islam may spark me to change, or Buddhism may spark me to change, or Judaism may spark me to change. But the thing about it is, I need to have a will, and that will need to be instilled in me, and that choice need to be instilled in our people, that you have a choice and you have a pick. This is what's available to you. There's numerous different doctrines available to you. There's numerous different religions available to you. You have a choice to choose what better fits you and what better helps you. So I don't think no specific religion can help everybody.
Okay, well, do you think that Islam is the black people original religion?
No. I mean, in the aspect of what Islam mean, and that's to submit to do the will of God. Yes, because prior to, well, Islam was started by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in 670 AD. And when Islam was created, tenets was created, books was created. So in that aspect, this is the Islam that we speak about right now. The 5 pillars of Islam that is being propagated across the diaspora right now. So in that aspect, I don't think that that was our religion, original religion. And my study has shown that that wasn't our original religion. A lot of blacks in North America think that Islam was our original religion because prior to European colonialism in West Africa, which is where most of us that's occupying North America come from, the Islamic invaders came through. You had the Ghana Empire, the Mali Empire, and the Songhai Empire, which was one of the last remaining powerful African empires that existed prior to European colonialism. And before the 1400s, when the Europeans invaded Africa and brought our people to the North American shores, Islamic invaders went into there and conquered these empires and forced Islam on our people, which is why when a lot of our people arrived in North America on the slave ships, they was Muslims. Not because that was our original religion, but because we was forced to convert to Islam prior to European colonialism.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about Jesus? Do you think Jesus was God or is God, or do you think he was just a prophet?
Well, you know, I'm gonna be careful on this answer because there's a lot of people that follow the brother Jesus, and I respect and I love Jesus for what he did. But Jesus was no more than you and I. He just was an individual that tapped into his godly nature. He rose to a level of supreme intellect. He rose to a level of supreme discipline, a level that most people don't raise to. So due to the fact that most people never raised to this level, they began to equate Jesus with something outside of being human. No, I don't think Jesus was some supreme essence. Jesus to me was no different than Martin, no different than Malcolm, no different than Huey, no different than Moses, no different than Noah, no different than all the various different prophets, various different messengers and teachers, because they came and they resurrected a people that was in a dead state.
Okay. So you basically think that Martin Luther King was just like Jesus?
Yes, I do. Right now today, you see people carrying on Martin Luther King's message. You see the people that he has helped. You see the conditions that he has helped change from what he did. And he's been dead 40 years. So yes, he was on the same level because Martin rose to a level of supreme intellect, of supreme discipline. And he got out there and he helped the people the same as Jesus did.
Okay. Well, God. Do you think God is a man? Was a man, is a man, or just a spirit?
Well, as I explained earlier on, God is everything. But yes, God is man and spirit. If we understand the nature of who we are, we will understand that we don't have a spirit, we are a spirit. And our physical attributes is nothing but a reflection of that spirit.
Well, is there a heaven or a hell?
In my opinion, yes, it's a heaven and a hell. But the heaven and the hell don't exist after you die. Heaven and hell exist right here on earth. The problem that I have is that most people are being taught that to do good and to suffer in the here and now for heaven and the afterlife. But the same individuals that's teaching them to suffer in the here and now are having heaven right here on earth. A lot of times we are looking for some kind of heaven, and when we die, instead of making heaven for ourselves right here on earth. So you can make heaven and you can make hell for yourself. It's all about the choice that you choose to make.
What's your state on the Christian ministries?
Well, my state on the Christian ministry is that some Christian ministers and ministries is doing a wonderful job, and it's some that I highly